Hey guys, welcome back to Bus and Move 2000. My name is Ashley, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. I'm going to be answering all y'all's questions, so make sure you keep watching. So, our very first question is, what made you want to do this? So basically, I'm in high school, and last year, junior year, I was just kind of stressing out about what I wanted to do with my life. But basically, it started out with the three of us wanting to get an apartment together, and it dwindled down to just me getting a bus. So you can watch the longer story on the introduction video. What do you plan to do when you finish the bus? I plan to live in it. I don't know what kind of job I want to get yet. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know any of the details other than I plan to live in it and I plan on getting a job. Are you going to have to get a CDL to drive the bus? No, actually. You only need to get a special license to drive a bus if you are driving lots of passengers. Since I will only have it'll just be me and there's not going to be more than one seat, which is the driver's seat, I don't need to get any kind of special license to be able to drive the bus. How are you feeling about this process? I feel pretty good. I think that our progress has been really good, and I can't wait for you guys to see what we've done so far. Yeah. What are some things that you don't have but you would typically need when living in a house? So basically full-size things, which seems kind of obvious, but like full-sized bedrooms, full-size closets, full-size washer machines. You kind of need to dwindle things down like that. For one, you have very limited space, and for two, you have limited electricity. So that's that's one of the things that you kind of have to learn to live without. That I chose to learn to live without. I'm sure plenty of people find ways to live with the things that they are used to living with in a normal sized home. You could obviously find a way to get a smaller, like they have countertop dishwashers that you could buy that are just smaller. I am basically preparing to be off-grid. Not even basically, I will be off-grid. So I have to be able to adapt. How much does a project like this cost? So it really depends on what you're looking at. So if you're looking at just the essentials, that's one cost. If you're looking at everything combined, furnishings, wall decorations, all that, that's another price. If you're including painting the bus, that's a whole other thing. We don't have a full spreadsheet of all the costs yet, but I will have a video on that at some point in the future. How much was the bus? The bus was $3,500. It was originally $45, but my dad's a salesman, so he got it down. Can you decorate it like Lightning McQueen? No. How much does gas cost? So actually my bus is diesel. And it really just depends on when and where you are. Obviously in Alabama, not too long ago, it was $5 a gallon. Right now I think it's $4 something. But we have a 40-gallon tank, I believe it is. And when we first got it, it cost about over $200 to fill up. So how long have you been working on this for? We've been working on it since August. I got it for we bought it about a week before my birthday, and then we actually got it to our house on my birthday, which is August 25th. And I think we took the first seat out on the 26th. So we've been working on it since August, but we've been taking Saturdays here and there just because I have school, my dad has work. We travel a lot, so we just kind of take whatever days that we can get where we're both not busy and able to work on it. So we've been working on it for about, let's see, today is December 21st, and we've been working on it since August. So let's just round up. So August, September, October, November, December. 4 months now. What are you most excited for when you have your bus all finished up? I'm really excited just to be able to say I live in a bus. Like, honestly, just to say I live in a bus. I think it would be really cool. I think it'd be really fun. I think that, and also just I'm 17 years old. It's gonna be nice to just, and like once I'm ready to move out, I have something already there and ready and not expensive, not anything that takes a whole lot of maintenance. Just something already ready for me just to be independent, do whatever I want with it. When do you think it'll be finished? At this rate, I think it'll be finished before I graduate. or right about when I graduate. So I think it'll be finished within the next 5 months or so. What color will you paint it? So this was actually a toss-up for me and my dad for a little while. Depending on where you are, there are different laws for school buses. So I'm pretty sure this is a blank slate everywhere you go. But you have to, in Alabama at least, you have to take off the word school bus on the front. And anywhere that it says school bus, you have to take off school bus. You have to take off whatever county or school it belongs to. You have to take off the stop sign. In some states, it can't be yellow, like if it's not for a school. If it can't be that particular yellow if it's not for a school, a government school. For a while, I was like, we need to figure out how much that's going to cost, whether it makes sense for us to do it or pay someone to do it, what kind of paint. Like, we were just really tossing up, like, what kind of color do I want to do it, what kind of theme. This was just at the very beginning before we even had the bus, just brainstorming. Turns out in Alabama, you are not legally required to paint it. It's not an essential for us right now, so I'm not really worried about painting it right now. But since it is Buzz Lightyear, it will probably be a green and purple theme. Will you put a Christmas tree in it at Christmas time? When I live in it, yes, but right now it's kind of a job site, so there isn't really any room for a Christmas tree in it at the moment. But will you have air conditioning and heat inside? Yes. We just bought a diesel heater the other day, so I already have a heater for it. I think right now we're playing around with getting a mini split. Since it's the winter time right now, we haven't really put too much thought into it. Will you have solar panels on it? Yes, I do plan on my primary source of electricity to be solar panels, and we'll put it on the roof. Will you have room for a spare tire somewhere? Hopefully. We haven't really planned that out yet. But like I said, we just finished the demo. There's some things that we haven't really gotten to when it comes to figuring the plan out, if that makes any sense. Can you build a deck on top? Yes, you can. You just have to make sure it makes sense for you. So I want to eventually do that, but that's one of those things where it's like, it's not necessary right now, so I'm not going to worry about getting that done right now. But one day I plan on having a little deck on top with some fold down rails and maybe like a little bonfire, little pit thing. It'd be so fun. And so we're planning on keeping one of the hatches, one of the emergency exits, kind of like a hatch. That way one day when I do put up a deck, I'll have a way to get up there. Will you have space for extra storage? And what are your ideas? So there's always space for extra storage, whether that means in your toothbrush. I'll do a full video on layout and some ideas and maybe get some feedback from you guys before we even do anything. The idea as of right now is to have over the wheel wells, because the wheel wells are something that are very you have to be creative to work around those. So above the wheel wells, I plan on putting 2 benches over each and having storage underneath those benches. In a small space like that, you kind of want to find multifunctional things. So like with my bed, under the bed, we're going to be putting storage under my bed. Will you have things to keep things from falling when you're driving? Yes, that's the plan. We've seen a lot of different things. So like whether that means shelving with lips on the end or with a wire across, or on drawers they'll have Velcro, or they'll have like baby locks, something as simple as a baby lock, a child lock. But yeah, I definitely do plan on doing that. It's not a necessity right now because I don't plan on driving it a whole lot as of right now, but it is something that will most likely happen. Do you have a camera on/in the bus? To film the YouTube videos, we currently have my dad's phone and my phone. We have an iPhone propped up on one of the edges on where insulation used to be. Now, is that the most trusty tripod? No. But if somebody wanted to sponsor me or send me a tripod, that would be great. But yeah, so as of right now, when it comes to filming YouTube videos, it's just an iPhone. What can you do with all of the seats after you've taken them out? So it honestly depends on your imagination. You can make a sculpture. You can stack them on top of each other and sit on it. You can do anything and everything with the imagination with those seats. It honestly depends on the condition of the cushioning. So my bus in particular is 22 years old. So with that being said, the seats were not in the best condition. They were torn up, they were old, they were dirty, they weren't worth the work it would have been to make them nice and make a new use for them. What I originally wanted to do is I wanted to make my dinette with 2 of the original seats, but the seating just didn't work. The cushioning was just old and nasty, honestly. So if you can weld, you can honestly do whatever you want with it. So that's it for the Q&A video. Thank you guys for asking questions. Please make sure to keep them rolling. I really enjoy answering questions if I can. If I can't, my dad will, because he is smart. But please keep asking questions. I really appreciate all the questions that were asked this time around. Make sure you check out all the other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all of the things. And make sure you like and subscribe. Really helps me out a lot. And yeah, so hope everybody has a great day. Thank you guys for watching.